It's international, let's go car shopping. Mate, looks the car. Do you feel at home?
This feels big. Just doing it. Or not. But I just wanted to open the door from the inside. This car is just brutal.
Gruesome man. So perfect. Imagine that's right out there.
Yeah, it's a special car.
It's going to be intense to take.
But it's like, we've just seen Vanina Roaster and now coming back to this. This is like, I made ridiculous.
The spec is...
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite nice colour.
Well, I do orange calipers and then I'll make it the same colour as the other, right? And then you've got orange stitching, orange calipers. And
Because the, to find one list of spec and quality, etc., how much are you looking at in the UK? 150?
yeah. What an insane experience. I cannot believe the timing, the luck, and the fact that we saw a Vanina Roaster actually driving, start up and driving. I'm in a tunnel, and I'm not doing anything. We're cruising, the weather's still horrific, and we're heading on to spring break. We're kind of late, but I mean, I don't care what time. I wouldn't even have minded not going if I had to have waited a couple of more hours for that Veneno. What an insane car, and they also had walkie-talkies. They also had an LP640 there that was like really, really cool to see. Left-hand drive. Sam's talking to me on a walkie-talkie. So yes, I'm absolutely shattered off about 5-6 hours sleep last night. Excitement has just gone to a peak and now it's coming back down slowly, so I'm becoming very, very tired and lethargic, if that, I don't even know whether that's the right word, but anyway. We're en route to spring event now, so the camera will be rolling a little bit more when we get there to try and catch some cars in action, but it's still raining, so.
Gone
Good to meet you.
like 3 miles or so.
Okay.
To the airport.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you just live here? You live here?
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
Kind of like 150 kilometers away.
Okay.
The north and
Oh, so you've come far?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty far.
Well, I better. Okay. See you in there.
Yeah.
Hi. How you doing?
How are you?
Good to meet. So we've arrived at spring event and I'm so tired off 4 hours sleep. Seb's just laughing at me. We've got some cars behind. We're getting ready to go onto the track. The UK car. A few AMG GTs, Hurricane, and some Nissan GTRs, 458s. There's a Murcielago over here, which is just a 6.2. California, GT3, and then my car. I hope no one hits my car. Look at that, there's a GTR over there that's in a very, very similar shade to mine. Very similar shade. A lot of people that follow me on the motorway on this trip are saying that my car blends in with the tarmac. Is it invisible? Is there a car there? Or is it just a floating number plate? Let me know. We've got blue chrome GTR. And there's a Hurricane. And the problem inside is that there's music playing, so rev war between a Speciale Aperta and a Hurricane. And we're in the middle of nowhere, really. And I think these cars are just ready to go onto track. And I might get some sounds, but the rain is horrible. Might not be able to show up too much. But it's not that good. And tomorrow's supposed to be worse. He's going the wrong way. Epic fail. The highlight is definitely the C63 alarm. It's the best. Ruining our videos. So we're back in the car. It's just a bad combination, I think, of being absolutely shattered, having done 2 weeks on the road, and spring event, all of the cars are on a track, but you can't see the track really. You can just see the sort of pit lane or whatever. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to leave and head back to the hotel, chill out, edit, and get back to sort of normality, I think. Good morning, Sunday morning in Germany, Cologne. We are going to be heading out a day early than planned, and I'll explain all in the car, but the weather's not that great. Nürburgring was shut yesterday, and basically I've explained the whole thing right now. We are heading over to the car, packing it up, and driving through Germany, Belgium, and France to Calais to get our Eurotunnel to head back to England, which is going to be a nice sort of... it's just exciting, really, to get back onto the English soil. And we've got a few cars over here. Sam see-through glasses joining us on our voyage back. Got an Aston Martin which has joined us yesterday, but we haven't heard or seen. Sam in his 4C, Johnny in his 12C. The baby blue Porsche, which is very, very nice. I think that's it. Ah, there's Tim in his McLaren, parked right behind mine. It's time to get a move on. It's the final fuel stop. There's Sam. And my car's been absolutely insane on fuel. I'm going to be doing a review of like how good my car has been on fuel. I'm not even filling up. I've got over 3/4 of a tank. I'm just making sure that I'm full to the brim for this trip. But it's just been insane. Like I've just been pushing it on the autobahns and hasn't really been using any fuel. So got well over 400 miles left on the fuel range. And there you go, 20 litres. But I'm just going to push it up right to the brim, maybe 25 litres or whatever. It's absolutely nothing, especially because this is a huge tank, 85 litres, so I've used barely anything. I left Cologne and I've decided to do a fuel challenge because I've got Sam behind me. We've got plenty of time. It's telling us that we've got about 4 hours to drive until we hit Calais, and I've got a full tank. It's 255 miles to Calais. And then we've obviously got the Eurotunnel across, and then it's some miles until we get back home. I have no idea. But I've got a full tank and we're just cruising. The autobahns are completely clear, but we're restricted to 120 kilometers an hour at the moment, which is just under 80, which is about 75. So I'm just gonna like see how far this fuel's going to take me, and I know that it's going to get me home, but I just want to show you guys how even, like, I will push on when it starts getting de-restricted just for the fun of it, and I'll show you just how good my car is on fuel. We're going to work out how much fuel we've used when we get back to London. I'm going to wrap up this whole movie, YouTube, bonanza, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to sort of give you the full summary of how good this car is, how many miles we covered, how much fuel we put in, how much money we spent on fuel as well. That's probably quite an interesting one because the euro and the pound is so different at the moment. But at the moment we're restricted to 120 miles an hour, so there's not much to report on apart from the fact that I have 385 miles of fuel. See you in a bit. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why I do not use the Audi sat-nav. We're on the Autobahn. Not according to my sat-nav. It is also telling me that I'm off-road. Obviously, I'm in a massive field here with woods to the right. There are woods to the right, to be fair. It's got that right, but it is not correct. That's not even the road that we're on either. That's a B road. We're on the motorway. Comical Audi. Greetings from Belgium. I forgot to do an update through the Netherlands, but we were there for about 20-25 minutes. Sam's still behind me. We've now just passed across into Belgium, and we are being very respectful of the speed limit and sticking to 120 kilometers an hour, which is 75 miles an hour, I think I said. And I realised that I haven't fully charged my camera last night because I didn't know what I was doing today, which is an epic fail. So I'm hoping that Belgium is seriously boring. All I know is it's like really bad for traffic. One of the worst countries in Europe for traffic. But because it's a Sunday morning, the time's only 10 to 9 in the morning, so we're just carving our way through the countryside, the motorways with little traffic at all. Our ETA is 11:30, which is an hour and 20 minutes before our shuttle Eurostar, not Eurostar, the Eurotunnel, across into England. We're going to get overtaken by a Dacia or a Dacia, whatever they pronounce it. Look at it. The Dacia Logi has overtaken us as we're cruising through Belgium. We're cruising at the speed limit. We don't want to break the speed limit, so they're obviously shaking their steering wheel. The handling's all over the place. I don't even know how much that car costs. If you know how much that car costs, please let me know in the comment box below. But I feel insulted that the R8 has been overtaken by that car. The Logi. What a beast. Sam's fuel economy is obviously going well. Obviously not going that well. He's not overtaking me. But we do have a lovely stretch in front of us. So this is our fuel economy so far. We have not got long left to go, less than an hour. And so far my car's been smashing it. We haven't even used a quarter of a tank to get to Calais, and we've had some signs, but that isn't one of them. I'm not sure how many kilometers it is to Calais. It's telling me 60 miles, and we're traveling at 75 miles an hour, so work it out amongst yourselves how long we've got left. There's the 4C behind. We've made it onto the Channel Tunnel, and now the moment of truth. What a moment. Finally. Oh, there's the GB sticker. Everyone was frustrated by the GB sticker, even I was. So it's great to have it off, and a nice clean overall on the back of my car. We've made it to England. 2 weeks on the road. Well, 1 week in Monaco and then a week on the road. It has been an epic trip. This is by no means the end of the video, but I'm just saying we're in England. I'll finish off the video probably either at SB Race Engineering or just buy my car somewhere. But I just thought I'd vlog the fact that we are now in England, and I've been in England for the first time since the 11th of April, so it's good to be back. It looks grey but not raining, which is nice. It's quite warm in here. Not sure whether it's going to be warm outside, but yeah, feels good. As if by magic, I've arrived back in Watford safely with my absolutely filthy R8, but a car that I've fallen in love with over the last 3,000 miles. This car has been insane. Every single car on the trip had their own pros and cons, but my car, the manual gearbox was amazing. The Quattro system that saved me lots and lots of time, and the Army-Trix exhaust system as well. When I was blasting through those tunnels, I was by far the loudest car on the trip, and everyone was commenting on how good my car sounded from behind, in front, but obviously my experience of driving the car was second to none. I've just fallen in love with this car. It is an amazing, amazing piece of kit. Let's quickly talk about the petrol consumption from my Cologne to Watford trip. I now have 70 miles, I think, in my tank, but I arrived back in London with 150, as you can see. As you can see here, oh, I've got 65 miles now. But just over a quarter of a tank, which technically means that I've got about 150 miles if I drive or drove conservatively. So insane fuel economy thanks to GAD tuning. I mean, I just cannot believe the sort of performance that I was able to get out of this car, keeping up with Scuderias, Speciales, Superleggeras, not so much the McLarens, but from this 4.2 litre car. The fuel consumption is amazing, but also the performance, and my car is filthy. Look at the brake dust on these brake calipers. My car wheels aren't black, my calipers aren't green. The grey is a really flat grey now, so aspect valeting. Ben, I'm coming for you, because this car needs a proper clean to get it back to its former glory before I left Monaco. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed this 1 hour movie, and for every single road trip that I go on, I will do my best to document it as much as possible. Whatever car I'm in, whether I'm in this car or whether I'm in something Italian with a larger engine, who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But over the next few days, I'm going to be doing some real update vlogs of me back in the UK now, telling you what's going to be coming on the Supercars of London very, very soon. And I look forward to all of your comments, all of your suggestions, all of your constructive criticism, likes, dislikes, whatever you want to do. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm also going to be filming a running costs of this car on the Euro road trip as well, so you guys get to know how much fuel I burnt, how much money I spent in the hotels and things like that. So if you want to do something similar, then you get an idea of how much it costs. But that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate all your support and love over the last 2 weeks. I will see you very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye, au revoir, whatever you want to call it. I'm back in England now, so bye.